Good morning, everybody. What's up? So today's adventure is going to be another first. There's going to be a lot of firsts that we do here. Today's adventure, I'm taking off on some fire roads. All right, so we're making our way down. This is pretty much the entrance, but it looks like we're diving down steep into a canyon right away. I have no idea what to expect on any of these roads. This is the first time I've gone. It rained last night and it is freezing right now. It's 32 degrees, so I probably should be careful on these roads. You know, it's possible to hit a patch of ice on dirt. You can see where it's shiny and don't want to slide off, because to the right is it's pretty much a straight canyon drop. The only thing that would stop you would be the tree. Pay no attention to that tree. That's normal. Those of you that know me, that's normal for me to be hitting trees and vehicles. Doing some pretty good climbing right now. We're climbing even higher. We just reached the end of the canyon that we've been skirting along the left edge of this canyon, and we reached the end of it, and the road is crossed over now. We're driving straight toward the other mountain that was on the other side of the canyon and gaining in elevation at the same time. So you got a little tree. There was an area back there with a boulder on the left side of the road and a washed out area right to the right side where the cliff was, and I just barely skirted through there. It was really close. It's really close. Again, good to have the narrower width vehicles as well as a good wide footprint on your tires. Got a tree. Oh, shoot. Oh, I gotta be a little bit more careful right there. There was actually a big tree right by my door. This is an interesting turn here. Well, I've made my way up about probably 3 miles into the national forest here on a pretty crazy road. Hopefully the footage that I captured with the dash cam will actually come out. Wow, it's chilly. It's now coming up this high. It's in the 20s, so minus something C, and it's quite a narrow trail leading all the way up here. But incredible forest. As you can see in the background here, this is just a little bit of it. We've got a huge canyon going down this way, and then it goes up the hill this way. Got here is one of those Glock knives. These things actually are very inexpensive and they're pretty neat. So this is it's Glock, made in Austria, Glock 81. It's got a little plastic type case here, real lightweight, nice little tactical knife type of thing. Well, like I said, I've got my I got my SAM7 here. Now, I did some research on this gun. Most of the time when you hear about Arsenals, they're SAM7s. They're milled receivers, and they're made in Bulgaria and then brought in by Arsenal to Las Vegas and then sold from there. It's got the folding. This is like the Ace, the Galil style stock. But this is an SA Space M7. So these are a little bit more rare. And the receiver is actually milled in America, from what I just did some research on, which is strange. I didn't know. And again, the end here, the design is this is just a thread protector for a 24mm muzzle brake. And if you do a Form 1 on these,
NFA form to where you can SBR this rifle. You then cut this last 4 inches off the barrel and it becomes a short barrel rifle. Really nice size for a truck gun, meaning like what, you know, when I say truck gun, I mean like right now I'm off-road in the middle of nowhere. I got my pistol, but also you want a good rifle caliber truck gun for carrying around with you in case you run into any wildlife or anything. American made receiver, pretty cool. Pretty cool. There's some really neat things on this thing. It's actually got a thumb safety on the left side. So if you can see the safety there, look at that. How cool is that? And it's, I mean, those of you in the know about AKs, you know sometimes these are really sticky to move around, but there's a thumb safety on this side. It's right here on the grip. I'm trying to get the sun to, right there. So you activate it here on that side. I think that's pretty cool. I like this knife. If you guys get a chance, pick yourself up. They've got, I think they've got green ones, black ones, handle-wise. They got this little sawtooth on it. They're pretty nice. I want to say I paid about $28 for this thing. It's like those Mora knives, you know, when you're talking about a nice bushcraft knife, and you get those less expensive Mora knives, which are really good for the price you pay. I think that this is going to be the same type of thing. Be nice to put on my my vest, you know, my armor vest, plate carrier, I mean, because I do have my plate carrier out here with, not out here with me right now on this trip. Wow, it is cold. My hands are getting cold. So there's a nice breeze blowing up from this way. I'll see if I can, I don't know if I can spin this for you guys. Let me see if I can turn this. So down there, you see that the hill falls away, it goes down that way. If you follow that trail right there, this trail leading here goes down, but the wind is coming up from there, and it's it's chilly wind. It is really chilly. So these are some of the videos that I plan on making. You know, we're in the cold season now. Normally there would be a lot of snow here, but we're still, you know, we're early into December right now, or mid-December right now. But these areas here, we come up and do some different bushcraft type stuff, you know, working with wood, see what we can make, like a little chair, see if we can make a, you know, a little kind of a emergency shelter, like a survival type shelter possibly. I'm just testing this knife out on this piece of wood that I found. I mean, I didn't touch it yet, the edge. You know, a lot of knives I'll regrind, either reprofile the edge or just touch them up a little bit more to where they're shaving sharp. You know, I'm of the theory that a dull knife will hurt you faster than a sharp knife. You know, when you know you're working with a very sharp knife, I think it's more, you're easily able to control it rather than a dull knife. You might be pushing harder and then it slips and cuts you. So I definitely subscribe to that theory that a sharp knife is safer than a dull knife. And this thing, again, for 28 bucks, I found it. You can find them at most gun stores. Most gun stores sell them. Anyone who sells like Glock pistols, and then you can find them online. But I recommend it. This is the first time I've actually used it. The handle, nice round handle, almost like a bayonet. You know, it almost looks like what a bayonet could be.
So you see, I got a tree there sticking into the road on the right-hand side. I gotta scrape the left to get by it. I tell you guys, coming back down this trail, you get much better views because you can see the canyon and the valley and the other hills in the distance. Going up, you're just staring at the road basically, but coming back down, it's a pretty nice view. I've made my way back down toward the bottom, getting pretty close back to like paved area, and this is a nice little stream here. Let me get out of the sun. Nice little stream here I found that we had to cross. If you can see it over there. A little crossing right here. So the road comes from over here and heads across this stream.
Nice little stream flowing. Pretty peaceful. It's crazy. I love this area, man. I am so excited to all the adventuring I'm going to be able to do. It's like it's hard to describe. You know, this stuff, I love doing this stuff, but it's weird because I've been limited for so long. You don't even realize like what limitations life puts on you in different ways, you know, between just working and working and working and working like crazy, which it's required, you know, if you want to be able to afford a vehicle or buy some guns to go have some fun, or even have the time to go out and adventure around. You don't realize like time, you know, there's no monetization, there's no monetized value that you can put on time. It's like literally priceless. I know that sounds kind of cliche, but look at this hill behind me. It goes straight up. It's pretty cool. There's no like, you can't buy time. You can't buy time back. You know, looking back, I don't have any regrets. I can say that for sure. I don't have any regrets, which is a good thing, is you don't want to have regrets. If you find that maybe you're having that feeling, then, you know, shift gears, do something about it, which is what I did. I was kind of feeling, I was feeling like, you know, a couple things happened in California, which was some of the areas that I used to go that looked like this got hit by forest fires, and so they were basically useless to me because the area is just destroyed, right? And two of the main areas that I went for Can We Survive, and as well as that I would go up and adventure around, were just gone. And then the open desert, the wide open desert that for years I could just go out and shoot in, the BLM started closing it down because people are just slobs, man. They would take out like TVs and refrigerators, washers and dryers, and shoot them and leave them in the desert, and it looked like a junkyard. And so I can't blame, you know, a lot of people just want to blame the federal government for doing certain things, but man, you know, some of the fault's got to rely on the people that do stupid things like that. Like, you know, if I'm hiking and I see trash, I pack other people's trash out because I don't want to see trash when I'm out in places like this. And so they started closing the desert down and pushing you farther and farther out. I had to literally drive 2 hours before I could just go target shooting out in the open desert. 2 hours. I'm literally 15 minutes, and this is what I got now. I really hope that I can do it justice in sharing all of these adventures and stuff that I'm going to be doing out here with you guys. I'm gonna try and make a video kind of explaining some of the things. Those of you that know me probably know what to expect. Those of you who don't know me, welcome. But obviously I've got a Jeep and I'm gonna be doing some off-road adventures. I like survival type stuff. I like camping out in the wild. Big time with target shooting. I like target shooting. I don't hunt. I'm not a hunter, but I do love me some deer jerky. So I got some friends that I've met through the years, some great people online that are hunters in different areas, and they send me their deer jerky. Shep, I'm talking to you, bud. I hope you're watching this. I've met some really good people online. You know, I've got some lifelong friends, obviously, that I have from my IRL in real life stuff, but it's amazing that the cool thing about online is where you meet them, whether you're playing video games, whether you're making videos like this, what you do is you find people that have the same things in common, the same likes that you do. And so it's like it's like those dating sites, right? Fill out the form and tell me what you like, and then I'll hook you up with some. It's the same thing. I'm not saying I'm dating these people. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, man, this is just like, I could sit here all day. You hear the water? I could sit here all day next to this water. I'm trying to look as I just take one step back into the shadow. Yeah, looks really good. This is just beautiful. This was, again, we're gonna have a lot of first trips. You know, I don't know if I'll even call them that because that'll probably get repetitive, but there's so much new, fresh adventures. You're gonna see like weird, giddy, schoolboy excitement from me because I get to find all these new areas. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys will follow me along and join me on these adventures. I'm going to keep working as hard as I can to bring you better and better footage to be able to capture it. It's really important to me. I really pride myself on audio and video quality, as well as trying to capture the moment, trying to capture what's going on. Right now I only have a dash cam mounted in there, but I've tried some stuff on the outside. I'm gonna try a bunch of different stuff, and in communicating with you guys, hopefully we can find something. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this little mini adventure, this little exploration up into the Bradshaw district of the Prescott National Forest. There's like 4 or 5 national forests around here. So, and they're huge. I don't know how many millions of square acres, but a lot. There's a lot. Plus there's open desert. We're gonna have all kinds of fun stuff, so stick with the channel.